Hello, this is Rajiv Nalawadi, and welcome to Life's Magical Journeys YouTube channel. Today, we'll be talking about John Grisham and some of the novels of John Grisham that have made into very popular Hollywood films. So, we'll talk a little bit about some of those films. So John Grisham was born in 1955 in Jonesboro, Arkansas. So he's known for his legal thrillers, like they are very fast paced and it includes like a lot of courtroom drama and the characters, and he explores the intricacies of the legal system. He grew up in the American South. In a very small town of South Haven, Mississippi, that profoundly influenced his writing, especially him growing up in the South. And he initially pursued a career in law. He earned a degree from University of Mississippi Law School by 1981. He practiced law for about a decade, specializing in criminal defense and personal injury litigation. During this time, Grisham also served in the Mississippi House of Representatives from 1983 to 1990 as a Democrat. And that's an experience that deepened his understanding of legal and the political systems as well that are at play. So that allows him to kind of pull pull his experience of political understanding and his legal understanding into his plots, into the novels that he creates. So his writing is characterized by very fast-paced narratives, and they are all intricate plots about the legal procedures. And it's also sort of educational as well as thrilling, I would say. So beyond the legal thrillers, he has also explored themes of wrongful convictions, and that's one of the core of his contributions. And within the novels itself, it's about these wrongful convictions. He writes a lot about it and the death penalty and the complexities of the legal system. So it's sort of an educational activity. So if you want to learn more about the law, do read John Grisham's novels. So besides the legal thrillers, he has explored into other genres like sports and comedy, but always with the legal or a moral angle that is tied to it. So his commitment to social issues is kind of evident in all his nonfiction work as well as in his fiction works, right? So there is always a societal imbalance that is present, and he tries to bring out that into the public through some of his novels. And he's known particularly for all of his fast-paced thrillers, which is why we'll be talking about some of the novels that have been converted into films. So, A Time to Kill is the very first one we'll go through. So Matthew McConaughey is the attorney, and his Jake Brigance defending Samuel Jackson, Carly Haley. The movie explores the Deep South and kind of the racial prejudice and justice themes. So Samuel Jackson's character is on trial for murdering his daughter's rapists, who are still on the loose, right? And he is really done the right thing, probably as far as Samuel's thinking is concerned. So now Jake Brigance has to sort of defend him, and this is a powerful courtroom drama, intense emotional. Uh, it takes you through an emotional roller coaster when you watch this movie, and it's a wonderful movie to watch and a wonderful novel to read as well. The next one is The Firm. This is Tom Cruise. So notice these are all famous characters now when we are in 2024. So famous actors and actresses, Matthew McConaughey, Samuel L. Jackson, Tom Cruise in this case. So Tom Cruise is Mitch McBeer, and he joins a prestigious law firm which kind of harbors a dark secret. They have their own agenda, which before joining, he didn't know about it. So Mitch tries to unravel the firm's corrupt dealings. While he has to protect his family, they are after his life and his family's life. So he has to kind of uh, protect himself as well as the family against all these thugs that are chasing him. So as the plot progresses, the film delves into intrigue and suspense. So it's an overall very gripping legal thriller with a lot of plot twists that come along the way. And it was also made into a series, which is many episodes. So you can either catch the film, the form here of Tom Cruise, or you can catch the series as well, which is on the streaming platforms. The third one is The Client. So a very interesting read as well as a movie, and some of these, it's a testament that the novels were so good that they ended up being made into movies. So two young boys see a Lincoln vehicle. It arrives on the curb, and Mark's a 11-year-old and his little brother were just trying to smoke a cigarette around the curb, just behind the curb, behind the bushes. So they were secretly trying to have a cigarette essentially. And the lawyer in the link, he's wrestling with the idea. So they'd see a pipe going in from the exhaust and entering into the window of the car. So the lawyer in this Lincoln vehicle is kind of thinking of committing suicide. And he spills the guts to Mark, who now knows the location of the most talked about corpse in the USA. So where to find it? So now Susan Sarandon has as an attorney Reggie Lau. She has to defend the boy. So it's very hard to have a clear-cut discussion with the boy who is so young, right? And it brings in Tommy Lee Jones, Susan Sarandon, and the small boy. A very intricate plot and a fast-moving plot as such. So do watch The Client and read the novel. So the fourth one is The Runaway Jury. So on the in New Orleans, an uh, he goes into this stock brokerage firm and he shoots. 11 people are killed and several wounded. So he has done this mass shooting, and among the dead is Jacob Wood. So 2 years later, along with the attorney Wendell Rowe, Jacob's widow, Celeste, she is suing the firearms company for the company's gross negligence leading to her husband's death. So Jacob Wood is dead, and he's among the 11 people that are killed. So she is suing the firearms and the gun manufacturer in this case for the husband's death. And this leads to an intense courtroom drama, which is shows the influence of money and the persuasion that the external evidence can have on the jury. We all know how the jury operates. There is one person that is appointed as the lead, and so on. So it's a very wonderful movie to watch and a novel to read. So the Pelican Brief is the next one. So this has Julia Roberts, all of them famous actors and actresses here, right? And Denzel Washington. So Julia Roberts is a law student, Darby Shaw. Denzel Washington is the investigative journalist, Greg Grantham. Darby is a young female law student. She writes a brief describing a theory he has on the murder of two Supreme Court justices. These are that are dead in Washington, D.C. So this is a legal shot in the dark for Darby as far as Darby is concerned, but it's a brilliant guess. And to Washington, the thorn in the back, right? Because somebody wrote a theory about why these two Supreme Court justices were murdered. So Darby is chased into hiding in small motels, while enlisting the help of Denzel Washington, who is like an investigative journalist. So very fast paced, and most of these legal thrillers are very fast paced. Grisham is known for that. A Rainmaker, again, a story uh, with a legal background, where Matt Damon as Rudy Baylor, he's a young man that is finishing law school, needs to give free legal advice to a certain group of senior citizens. This is where he ends up meeting Dot and Buddy Black. They have a son. Dot and Buddy have a son called Donnie Ray. He's afflicted with leukemia, but the insurance company is denying any of the police from paying the medical bills. So uh, uh, Dot and Buddy are in a tough position. They are poor and they are dealing with their son's leukemia. So what do they do? So they end up going to court. So that ends up showing the harsh realities of the healthcare industry and the kind of the legal things that you have to step through. It's a minefield stepping through both of these. Like the healthcare is a very powerful industry, and the legal, it has to be really proven until something is guilty, right? So, or something or someone is guilty. So it's a very nicely positioned legal thriller. Uh, so go ahead and take some time in case you haven't watched to watch The Rainmaker. Chamber. So this is the last one. So Gene Hackman as Sam Cahall. He's a racist and a convicted murderer on death row. So he used to be part of the KKK gang, and then Chris O'Donnell as his grandson, Adam Hall. He's a young lawyer trying to save him from execution, and uh, Adam Adam Hall, like is sort of is trying to like go and protect his grandfather, but there is also a story that you have to deal with, that his father committed suicide due to the acts of Sam Clay Hall. He couldn't handle it. So there is that dark side to it, that there is a suicide that happens, and then still still basically the grandson is trying to protect. So it explores the themes of redemption, family, and the death penalty as it dives into Kehal's past. What happened, what made him, what is the kind of hatred that goes on that led him to kind of these murders, and the Adams struggle to reconcile with his family's dark history. So it's showing like sort of the complexities that exist in the criminal justice system, and this is like again going through a minefield of all of those complexities that exist. So John Grisham is known to bring out different kinds of legal complexities, and I love him for showcasing some of the non-profit work that a lot of the people do out there, and he brings them to light. Um, and some of these are true stories, probably, and it's up to John Grisham to tell whether they are or they are not. So I think wonderful reads. So do join Life's Magical Journeys, and I hope to be back with another author and a few of their novels, and we'll get to meet soon. So do subscribe to Facebook, Insta, and LinkedIn, and see you soon. Thank you, and bye.